As Long who tried to make a diving tip, and Mahomes who tiptoes inside the 10, still knocked out. Oh, what a run!
Stupidly expensive things Patrick Mahomes owns. Rich people have rich tastes, and some of these tastes are often too weird for common folk like me or for you to understand. Patrick Mahomes, one of the world's finest American football players, can be considered to be one of these kinds of wealthy people. Here's a list of all the stupidly expensive things that Patrick Mahomes owns. Are you ready? Let's dive in. After having back-to-back great gameplays in 3 seasons, Mahomes is well on his way to becoming one of the highest-paid NFL athletes to date. He was named the NFL's most valuable player in 2018, and following his 3rd professional season, he became 2020 Super Bowl MVP. He has since signed a record-breaking 10-year contract with the Chiefs, reportedly worth $50 million. So it's not exactly a hardship for Mahomes to be able to afford the luxuries he does. Diamond-encrusted watches. The Kansas City quarterback joined his teammates for the impressive team parade in Kansas City, Missouri, a mere week after beating the 49ers in the Super Bowl. The big bonus check he got for the win must have inspired his next purchase. For the footballer who was decked in a cozy look, red plaid jacket and goggles, and wearing a very special Rolex Yachtmaster 40, this specific Rolex is estimated to be around $50,000 and is a classic. What's more, this watch, Mahomes, comes in ever rose gold with a black rubber bracelet, features a diamond set dial, Sriracha bezel, and an Oyster Flex bracelet. But the stunning looking watch isn't just pretty to look at, it's also functional. Water resistant up to 100 meters, and a chroma-light display that makes it easy to read the time at night, making the watch one of Rolex's classics. But this isn't the only expensive watch he owns. According to GQ, Mahomes has a slew of expensive Rolex watches. A few examples would be the classic two-tone Daytona, which combines stainless steel and 18-karat yellow gold, a colorway that Rolex calls Rollsoar, an ever-rose gold Rolex Yachtmaster with diamond-paved dial, stainless steel Rolex GMT Master 2, also referred to as Batman. And lastly, the most interesting addition to this list, the Rolex Rainbow Daytona. All of these watches are at least a couple grand, and are at most $500,000 grand. House. With his shiny new extended contract, Mahomes is now the 2nd highest paid athlete in the whole of the NFL. But even before he signed the contract, Mahomes knew he wanted to buy a permanent residence. In February 2019, for a whopping $1.99 million, Patrick Mahomes bought a house in Kansas City, Missouri, right by the Kansas border, according to property records. The house has 3 bedrooms, 2.5 bath house, and is estimated to be situated on 4,343 square feet on a 1.4 acre lot. Not only that, the $1 million house also incorporates modern block architecture into a clapboard siding ranch house. We know Mahomes' tastes are a bit extra, so house details like stone fireplaces being featured in the family room, living room, and the owner's bedroom, which happens to be 1,250 square feet, aren't exactly surprising. The bedroom also has a walk-in closet and a gym built in. That's not even all. According to Zillow, there's a 500-bottle wine room, a chef's kitchen, and a wet bar. The house was originally built in 1953 and retains some of those aesthetic properties. The lounge, spacious and adorned with hardwood floors, gives it a modern twist. Overall, while we can't say that we would, or could, or even spend $2 million on a house, it seems as though he may have made a good decision after all. He shares his house with his fiancée, Brittany Matthews, and their 2 dogs, Silver and Steel. Shoes. Aside from buying and renovating $2 million homes, 20 minutes away from the Kansas City Stadium, Mahomes spends his hard-earned money on collecting shoes. In his $2 million, 4,000 square foot home, there apparently exists a sneakers closet. And if you're visualizing a small rack of shoes, we'll tell you to reconsider. This room, according to Mahomes, resides 180 pairs of sneakers that he collected over the years. He gave Bleacher's Report a peek into his closet during his house tour video, and it's obvious that the 24-year-old has a guilty pleasure. We renovated a lot of the house. The last thing was a shoe room, said Mahomes. That has been something that I've wanted for the last 6-7 years at least. At least he finally got his wish, we suppose. The custom closet is outfitted with display lights, shelves to hold the sneakers, and a rack for his sunglasses. There's even a security camera. He joked that the camera was mainly there for his brother. I know he'll try to be in my shoe closet. I can look to make sure all my shoes are still there. While Patrick may not be the first or only athlete to have a huge shoe collection, Roger Federer apparently owns over 250 pairs. His large collection cannot be disregarded. Mahomes claims he kept his budding collection at 180, so he can wear each of his shoes twice. Amongst the shoes he owns, there are several styles from Adidas, his sponsor since 2017. and also includes a pair he wore during the first photo shoot. Aside from that, Mahomes also has a few customized pairs. The Game of Thrones inspired pair called the Night's Watch Ultra Boost, and a handful of customized ones, with phrases like NYC, ATL, and Pharrell Williams inscribed on the back. His favorite is a pair of Yeezy Boost 750 Triple Blacks, valued to be $350 and the resale price at $3,000. He told Bleacher Report, "These are my babies. They're big, but at the same time you can wear them with anything." He claims that the shoe room was essential so he could really appreciate his entire collection the way it deserves to be appreciated. His exact words were, "When you don't have enough room, I feel like you lose the value of some of your shoes. Some of the shoes that you've worn once, you forget about because you don't see them. So I wanted the shoe room to highlight that. Travel. We imagine all NFL players to have crazy hectic schedules, flying to this country and that. Patrick Mahomes looked at the problem that did not necessarily require a solution, and gave it one anyway. After his rookie year in 2018, Mahomes announced a shared partnership with a private jet company. Yes, Executive Airshare. Founded in 2000 and based in Kansas City, is a private jet company. On its website, Patrick seemed to discuss how fractional ownership helps him divide his time between practice and traveling, while also making it easier for his entire family to commute over states. In an interview, he claimed, "I'm proud to be associated with a growing company in Executive Airshare. With this being my first season as a starting quarterback for the Chiefs, all of my focus needs to be in preparing myself each week to perform well and effectively run our offense. Every minute counts to me." The deal goes, Executive Airshare will fly out Mahomes and his family and guests over in a private jet to any state where he's playing a game, and in return, they'll be using Mahomes as their chief and primary marketing tool for the company. He's also to make a few appearances for the company here and there, and endorse it heavily. Sounds like a pretty sweet deal to sign. Cars. Like most athletes, Mahomes is very interested in cars. So it wasn't a huge surprise when he recently bought himself a brand new 2020 Ferrari 812 Superfast exotic supercar worth $338,000, and a Lamborghini Urus SUV worth $200,000 for his fiancée and soon-to-be wife. Nothing like waking up to 8 a.m. to a new car on Monday, Brittany Matthews said as she thanked her fiancé, Patrick Mahomes. He also won a brand new Genesis G70 luxury sedan that he won for winning last year's Super Bowl MVP award. While Patrick has a huge love for collecting sneakers, his hoarding tendencies don't exactly extend to cars. Unlike many athletes at this level of fame, Mahomes only drives the Ferrari 812 Superfast, and it is the only car of its kind that he owns. So why is that? Why doesn't Patrick Mahomes have a huge collection of exotic cars like his peers? Well, the answer is simple. Mahomes went home with the Genesis G70 luxury sedan in 2019 when he won MVP after an impressive game. The car, while not as expensive as his current collection, was a beast, with an impressive 3.3-liter twin-turbo V6 engine, which produces up to 365 horsepower when paired with a manual transmission. It's important to note that the 812 Superfast also represents a new start for Patrick Mahomes. After signing his mega contract, it was the first car he bought. It was a massive upgrade from his usual ride, and is sure to raise a few eyebrows. So we can't wait to see how and what Mahomes chooses his next supercar to be. Which of these stupidly expensive purchases would you like to replicate? Let us know in the comments down below. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. See you in the next one.